Anderson mock draft version 3.0 is underway. We do it 3 months out, 2 months out. Today we are 1 month from the first round of the NFL draft, and we'll do it the week of the NFL draft, a final mock draft. And this is who the people, this doesn't work like your typical mock draft. We don't go 1, 2, 3, 4, and all the picks. We just want to know who the perfect pick at 21 is. That's how we do it. So, who's the perfect pick at 21 for the Detroit Lions? We will avoid unrealistic picks. Some of them have come in, and we just haven't counted those votes. But give us who you'd like to see them take at 21. 248-539-9797. Plus your ticket text at 97136. Anything on your mind, fair game. Final four is all set. And it's funny, is there a bad guy in this Final Four? Is it just North Carolina because they're the blue blood? Do we root for South Carolina because Frank Martin seems kind of awesome?
I think we root for South Carolina just because we want to hear the Gamecocks as often as possible.
That's possible, yeah. Is the highlighter uniformed Oregon Ducks, if they win the national championship, if they go on to win the whole thing after losing Chris Boucher, Defensive Player of the Year in the Pac-12, to lose that guy right before the tournament, then Jordan Bell turns into a beast. They go on this run. They blitzed Kansas on Saturday night. I do wonder how Michigan fans will feel having the fact that Derek Walton had an open three to beat them and a chance to knock them out. I don't know. If Oregon goes on to win the whole thing, it makes you realize how plausible that Michigan run actually might have been. But hell, I don't know if Michigan would have gone on to beat Kansas on Saturday night had they beaten Oregon. But Kansas was flexing its muscle and had easily become the hottest pick in this tournament. They looked like a juggernaut beast roll through the bracket. I was fall out of my chair stunned on Saturday night to see what happened.
I cannot believe they lost either. I thought that the way that they played in the tournament through the first three games of the tournament showed that this is the type of team that just destroys teams and will be the national champion. Yep. And I didn't see the game that they lost, and I looked at the box score, and I couldn't believe what I was reading. Like, how? What?
Yep.
This team was held to 60-something points? How does that happen?
Yep.
Well, it happens because you shoot 35% from the field. You make, I think, 2 3-pointers the entire game, and your opposition makes 11 3-pointers and shoots close to 50%. So, yeah, you're going to lose a recipe like that. By the way, we are live on Facebook right now. We're Facebooking live on the 97.1 The Ticket page if you'd like to check things out. And you can write some commentary, and we'll see if we can respond to that as well.
248-539-9797. More of your ticket text coming in at 97136. Obi Melifonwu, the safety from UConn, massive amount of upside, set records at the Combine. That's from Matt Navan, and that's who he wants at 21, which strike me as a bit of a stretch. But
it's interesting because Jeff, who is following us on Facebook, also mentions Melifonwu as his choice.
Well, we'll give him a couple of votes there. Zach Cunningham is the best choice at 21. Need coverage backers. He does that and is a playmaking machine. From Matt in a work truck, Hassan Reddick. From Rob at the bank, Joe Mixon.
Wow.
At 21. Interesting. So I said we'd update with an early leader that surprises me a little bit, Gator. The early leader, Zach Cunningham, linebacker from Vanderbilt. I felt like we entered an era where Zach Cunningham's stock was dropping a little bit. I know that, we get into draft research and preparation, and I'm big on just going back and finding games and watching games on the net. And Cunningham looked light for me to be a linebacker, but as you mentioned, he made plays in the SEC, and he's putting weight on. But I felt like his stock was dropping. He's the early leader in Karsch and Anderson mock draft version 3.0.
Well, I liked him early on, and I've started to back off a little bit, and now I'm starting to come back on. It's hard to discount what he did because it is the SEC that he played in, and he wasn't on a very good team in the SEC, yet he's the one who shines. He's the guy that you look out for and that you notice on the defensive side of the ball. But I really think that the Lions' decision to part ways with DeAndre Levy and it freeing up that other linebacker spot, it gives the Lions flexibility that they no longer have to just look at a middle linebacker. Now they can expand it to any linebacker. And I think they would normally just for later round guys. Typically that's where they get special teams help. But now they can look for a high-end guy in the first round at outside backer as well. And I think he's definitely back on board.
248-539-9797. Who is the perfect pick for you, Detroit Lions fans, at 21? We will do this throughout the day and announce today at 1:48 who the pick is with Karsch and Anderson mock draft version 3.0. Gator Champ and Chump votes flowing in as well from Twitter, from Kyle. My champ is the Clarkston coach. My chump is the Pistons as a whole. And then he writes this, Gator. Billups will be our coach within 2 years. Hashtag bold-ass prediction.
Wow. That is a bold-ass prediction. I love
it.
Chauncey Billups.
I like it.
I don't know if is he want to coach?
I'm not sure, but interesting, huh? You start thinking about it and you go, yeah, I could see that. I could totally see it. Kyle, well played. From Chubby on Twitter, my champ is the North Central Jets. Chump is the Detroit Red Wings for ruining my NHL season. The North Central Jets, of course, won the state championship. They have already got a vote for, 89 in a row, 83 in a row, games they have won. Red Wings for ruining your NHL season. Look, now when they win, when the Red Wings win, I find myself going, damn it. Like, I don't want them to tank, yet I don't want them to win either. I want them to lose 4-3 with Caro in goal and Mantha having 2 goals and an assist, Larkin a goal, but I want them to lose.
Well, I think they can have a nice mix of winning and losing, and it's not going to really hurt their the draft standing. But what I do like what I'm seeing is who's scoring the goals and who's contributing on this, and if you keep the goal totals low, I like the defenses. This young defense is playing well together. Seeing Nyquist wake up, Tatar kind of wake up, given it's the part of the season where it doesn't matter. But I want to see them have something to build off because these guys aren't going anywhere.
It doesn't appear to be the case.
So if they're not going anywhere, they need to get better and at least maybe waking up the end here. But Athanasiou's goal yesterday was good to see. And
yeah,
Mantha had one that was overruled because Applicator was goalie interference on there. So they're getting some.
And it was.
It was. And they're getting some contributions from the players, this younger core of players that you need to see.
The Wings currently in the 5th spot as far as the draft, but with technically the 6th spot with Vegas getting no worse than I think they're going to get the same odds as the number 3 team, the Las Vegas expansion team. It's the number 3 team in the coming draft lottery. 248-539-9797, ticket text 97136. Give Hatchett the hatchet. Running back is a luxury pick. So is Jabril. Taco Charlton helps the D-line and is a needed defensive tackle. Allen from Bama and is needed. Defensive tackle Allen from Bama. He'll be gone. And I'm not quite sure if you're saying Taco Charlton or I think you're saying Taco Charlton. I don't know why you mentioned Jonathan Allen.
Well, we had on Facebook, we had 3 straight. Philip, Nick, and Clyde all say Taco if he's there.
Well, we'll count those votes.
Had a couple Mixon calls as well. Interesting. In fact, Jeff basically nullified. He goes, give Hatchett the hatchet. Running back's a luxury pick. So is Jabril. Taco Charlton helps the D-line. Defensive tackle Allen from Alabama. If offense, John Ross from Washington. That's not one pick, Jeff. Make one pick. You give us 3 names. Jerry writes in at 21, the pick is Mixon because he won't be available to them in the 2nd round. Linebacker is the 2nd round pick. Courtney says this, if they get Taco, I'll take my Christmas tree down after being up for 4 years straight. 4 years straight on a Christmas tree?
Okay, well, we're going to start with this. I'm guessing it's an artificial tree.
Hold on. Well deduced.
Let's talk more to this person. Who is it, Courtney?
Courtney Manley. If they get Taco, I will take my Christmas tree down after being up for 4 years straight.
I've got another idea. If they don't get Taco, take your Christmas tree down. Take your Christmas tree down!
After 4 years, man, it kind of makes a statement, doesn't it?
Do we turn the lights on every night? And now here's my question. Is this someone who loves Christmas or someone who's lazy as hell?
Well, everybody loves Christmas.
Right, but not everybody loves Christmas so much that they leave their tree up year-round. I'm going lazy.
Oh, absolutely. It's
okay.
lazy.
248-539-9797. All right, former player gives some intel on what's wrong with the local team. Very interesting what he had to say. We'll play it for you today at 11:20. Guys, you work hard during the day to